Hey guys, welcome back. It's no recipe required. So today I'm actually making a salad, a roasted asparagus salad, and along with that salad I'm going to make a vinaigrette out of some oven-dried or kind of like sun-dried tomatoes. But I start off with fresh tomatoes, reduce them down in the oven, add a few other spices, and then some olive oil, and actually make a broken vinaigrette with that tomato base in there. It's really a fabulous sauce for a composed salad like this. I'm going to go ahead, get started with slicing up some tomatoes, and then we're going to roast them off in the oven. Okay guys, so we're going to do the roasted tomato vinaigrette. I've got some Roma tomatoes here. First step we're going to do is prepare these and roast them off in the oven. I go ahead, I take the top and I take the bottom off. I slice it in half, and then we want to get the seeds out. So I go through, do a little V-cut there, a little V-cut there, and then you can just kind of pop out those seeds that you don't want. We'll do it for the other side. Again, just get rid of that core, the seeds in there. Then I'm going to go ahead, I've got a pan, or a little Pyrex here, a shallow dish. I'm going to go ahead, I've got 2 more tomatoes done. I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil, drizzle that over the tomatoes, and then hit it with a little pepper, a little bit of salt, just like we do with just about everything. And I'm going to pop these into an oven that is at about 300 degrees and let them go for a couple hours. They're really going to get dehydrated, and the flavor is going to concentrate in them, and then once they're done we'll take them out, we'll let them cool, and we'll process them in a food processor to make our vinaigrette. Okay guys, so here we are with our oven roasted tomatoes. I let them cook in the oven for about an hour and 20 minutes at 300 degrees, 325 is fine, until they're reduced, at least by half. The water and moisture is largely out of the tomatoes. I'm going to let these cool, and then we're going to go ahead and make our vinaigrette. Alright guys, so we are back. I've got my tomatoes cooled, I've got a blender out. I'm going to go ahead and take those tomatoes, drop them right into a blender. Now a vinaigrette is oil, vinegar, or usually some acid, could be lemon juice, and some flavoring. Here tomatoes are going to be our base flavor. I've got a clove of garlic, I'm going to drop that in there. I've got a couple basil leaves, I'm going to tear those up, throw them in there as well. Do my little salt and pepper. Now tomatoes can also be fairly acidic and tart, so I like to hit this with just a drizzle of honey to kind of sweeten things up a little bit. Then we're going to go ahead and do our acids. I've got a squeeze of lime. Try and be careful not to get the pits in there. And then I've got some white wine vinegar, which I'm going to add as well. Now you want just enough liquid there to be able to get everything to combine. If once you start blending it, you need to add a little bit of water, that's just fine. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and start this up with a few pulses, and then once it's all together, we'll come right back. Okay, so I'm done blending. I've gone in, I scraped down the sides once or twice. You're looking to get everything kind of nicely blended together and homogenized. Now the other part of a vinaigrette is the oil. And I'm going to show you a pretty cool trick. You could incorporate oil directly to this and just continue to blend it together, and you got a nice dressing. I'm going to do what's called a broken dressing. So for that, I'm going to go ahead and take some olive oil. I'm going to put it just in a little ramekin here and twist it around so that I got all the sides coated. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of my vinaigrette and drop it in there. Now what's happening is that vinaigrette will not really combine with the oil because it's separated, or because the oil won't mix or won't homogenize with the tomato. And so what you can do, so you've got a nice plate or a nice salad dressing, a little salad on that. Go ahead and take that and you just kind of drizzle it along, and you can get a nice pattern of the oil mixed with the vinaigrette there. It looks fairly cool on the plate. So, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on No Recipe Required.